Yeah.
2, 1, go.
What's going on, journalists? In this video today, I'm giving you a moderate advanced calisthenics slash weighted routine. So as you see here, starting with the warm-up, we always start with the warm-up. This is a general warm-up using the jump rope. I'm doing 100 jumps 5 times. So I take about a 30-second rest in between each of these. I'm playing everything all the way through, so this is a follow along. You can literally follow along every single thing. I'm not going to skip ahead or anything. I'm just going to let it run through, whether you want to follow along or actually see, you know, kind of how long it takes me. That's what's going on here. So starting with the warm-up, 100 jumps, 5 sets, and then you move into the actual, you can do the dynamic workout, which I don't show here, but the dynamic workout, pretty much full body, is do a full body dynamic workout, because this is a full body workout which you will be doing today. So I'm gonna let this run through, and then stay tuned. Don't skip this video. Don't click out before it finishes. Make sure you watch the whole thing. You want some serious gains, this is how you do it. Full body killer routine right here. Hypertrophy, strength, and just, yeah, that's what you want. That's what you're gonna get here today.
Try this yourself. It's extremely dangerous.
Now it's on to burpee muscle ups. So you're gonna do 2 push-ups, 1 muscle up, then you're going up to 4 push-ups. You take a little break in between, that's the set, then 4 push-ups, 1 muscle up. So the muscle up will always stay the same. You're always doing 1 muscle up, but you're increasing the push-ups by 2. So take your little rest. So what I did in this video, I believe I went up to 20. You can either do pyramids or ladders. So for example, if you want to go up to 20 and come back down, or go up to 10 or 15 and come back down, that's a good option as well. If you're doing just ladders, just aim for higher numbers. If you're doing pyramids, aim for a number where you feel I wouldn't say feel comfortable, because you do want to push yourself a little bit, but where you feel just comfortable enough, where you can actually make it, especially if you have like a time frame you're trying to get in between. Just keep that stuff in mind. So like I said, the repetition for the push-ups go up by 2 every set, and then the rest, the rest, which is a muscle up, you just maintain 1, do 1 every time. What else? Something I wanted to say here. What was it? Oh, if you can't do muscle ups, you can always substitute for another exercise. You can do pull-ups. That's another thing you can always do. You can do pull-ups, or you can do, literally, you can do anything else. But just what I like to do is like a pushing and a pulling. So try and keep it as that. But if you want to do like push-ups and then jump squats or something like that, but just try and make that second exercise a little bit explosive or challenging. That's kind of like the checker. Oh, am I really exhausted, or am I just feeling like I want to be exhausted? For example, if you're like, man, I can't do any more push-ups, then you hop up there and do a muscle up. He's like, okay, you can definitely probably bang out a couple more push-ups. Don't try and cop out. So like I said, try and find something that kind of complements the exercise, complements it, but at the same time, if you can't, then don't worry about it. So as you see, the 2 movements that we use, horizontal pushing and vertical pulling, but you can mix up, like I just said, you can mix it up kind of into, if you want to do vertical pushing, like a handstand push-up or pike push-up, and then horizontal pulling, you could do things like that. It's just find 2 exercises that are opposing, and that's how you want to structure that like this. So once again, you're going up by 2 with the push-ups, with the pushing movement, and then you're going up by 1. Well, not up by 1, you're maintaining 1, a single muscle up on every new set. So go ahead and go through this. I go up to 20. You don't have to go up to 20, which I would encourage you if you're capable, or even go up more, or you can go up and down, do pyramids. But this is in ladder formation. If you want to just follow exactly what you see here, go ahead and do that, which is what I would encourage if you're doing follow along. The rest in between, try not to take too long, but give yourself enough time so you're not compromising form and you're not, forfeiting the actual benefit of the workout. So take as much time, but don't take so much time where you're so recovered and you like get ready to go on vacation. No, take a little bit of time, recover just enough, and then get back right into it. The goal is to not break all the way through on each set. That's the goal. You don't want to break. So if you feel like the rest that you took isn't adequate enough and you might end up breaking, then take a little bit longer. But it's not the end of the world if you break. Don't stop the routine. If you break, keep it going. Keep it going. Shoot for 20. Let that be the goal. Let it be 20. You go up to that. So I'm gonna play music for the rest of this. Don't skip out the video. Don't do it. You got a lot more left to do for this routine. This kid almost knocked over my camera. Here we go.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Like I said, this is a full body workout, so using front squats with a little deficit, not a deficit, incline for the ankles, for the heels there. So the rep, what was the goal? Man, I'm gonna let you guys know something right now. I shot this video probably over a year ago, and I'm only editing it now. Yeah, this is over a year ago. So the rep maximum percentage, I'm not sure if I even did that. I think I just got a weight that was decent for me to do 10 repetitions. I start with the weight, then you're going to see I transfer into body weight after doing 10 repetitions with the weight. Then I drop and I go immediately into doing body weight. Immediately drop it and go right into the same thing. So really focusing on that quad strength. And I think this is one of the reasons why my quads were, at the time I was dealing with a knee issue, because I had quad dominance. I wasn't targeting too much of my hamstring. No, this was actually a good while after that. But anyway, the point being is I was quad dominant because I wasn't doing a lot of stretching, rehabilitation exercises prior to my injury. So after that, I really started focusing on developing the hamstring strength and doing stretching. I meant to say prehab, not rehab. Prehab exercises. So you don't always have to go heavy and do all those stuff. Sometimes you need to take time to develop the smaller muscles, do simple exercises. You don't always have to do these compound core exercises. Every now and then, which should be a part of your regular programming, you should have sessions where you just focus on ensuring that your joints are healthy and you're mobile and doing things like that. That should be a part of your regular training. That is the holistic approach, not just trying to get strong by lifting as heavy as you can. So anyway, back to this. As you see, this is the third set that I'm showing you here. Literally how you see the video set up, this is how you should follow exactly through like that. We're gonna move on and you're gonna see that I'm doing deadlifts with the weight. I don't usually do deadlifts. People are like, well, how do you work your lower back? But I think it is important to incorporate deadlifts because it is a very, as far as building the structure and maintaining whole body strength, if you can do deadlifts, even if you're strictly calisthenics in the sense of that's your main workout modality, calisthenics. But truly, as of now, October 11, 2019, I think it is important, very important to practice balance. I think it's very important to do that. So you could be doing less good for yourself by not incorporating more resistance in certain ways. Anyway, now here we are doing Bulgarian split squats. This is a 50-pound vest, so I'm doing that this movement as you can see here. So this is unilateral again. I started the leg workouts with bilateral, and then I moved on, as you see here, to doing unilateral exercises. So all the time when you're doing unilateral, if you're doing one side, what do you want to make sure you're doing? You're doing the other side. And be aware of if that other limb is stronger, if there's some type of compensation taking place. Is your knee hurting on one side, so it's not allowing you to go do a complete range of motion? Be aware of these things. This is what training is about. It's not just going and get down and do the exercise. It's being aware, listening to the biofeedback. What is your body saying? What is your body doing? And that's what will ensure that you're having the most effective plan of action. It's not just, oh, I know I have to squat, that's it, I'm going to squat. So as you see, I did the Bulgarian split squat, moved over here into weighted jump squats. So the weighted vest is still on, and I'm performing that. This is tiring. This alone, if I were to do this exercise alone, this would have gassed me out. So as you can see in my face, like, wow, after everything I already did, I'm gassed out. So this is kind of like just a one-off every movement. I think I actually did this with the pistol squat, which you'll see. I think I actually did this twice. I did do it twice. Did I put it in here? If it's not in here, I did do it twice. I'm gonna check my hard drive. Maybe I did record it. But anyway, You don't have to do it twice if it's not in the video. I guess he's like, well, we don't know if you really did it if it's not in the video. If I do find it, then I'll slip it in here. If it's not, then you know I didn't, or I didn't put it here. So taking off the vest now, and then go ahead and go into the pistol squats. Okay, that wasn't complete, Irvin. What are you doing? There we go. That looked a little bit better. Very good. So how many did I do? Just count, and then you bang out the same thing. So if you can't do the freestanding, there's modifications. I believe I have. Do I have a video on that? I need to make a video on that. So the modification. Honestly, just hold on to something. If you can have a resistance band or something, or a TRX, which is probably the best thing to use, a TRX. That will definitely help. A suspension system, even if it's not TRX, a suspension system will help you greatly in performing assisted pistol squats. So banging them out as soon as I finished the Bulgarian, the lunges, and the jump squats. As you can see, I'm feeling it. And then we go over to this strictly body weight, just like that. Full range of motion. Full range of motion. And I'm going to be doing a video on should the knees go past the toes. Very, very controversial topic that a lot of people tend to think, oh, if your knees are going past your toes, then you're doing it completely wrong. That is not the case whatsoever. You have to actually know each individual case when you're talking about these things. You can't just prescribe it for everybody. So I'm going to do a video where I'm presenting the scientific studies and showing you exactly why some people's knees should go past their toes and why some people's knees shouldn't go past their toes. It's just the way the anatomy and physiology of the body is set up. For many years, people were just preaching, don't let your knees go past your toes. And then when you ask them why, they're like, just don't, because that's what I heard. So once again, you guys know I like to back everything with science and studies. And numbers don't lie. So if people have tested this over and over again, I'm going with it, okay? There might be an outlier where it's like, that's not the case. That doesn't really apply. But anyway, as you see here, I did the regular squats, and then I did the lunges, and now, of course, structural balance going through the whole thing. As you see, we went from top all the way down. Went through full body all the way down, targeting the calves here with standing calf raises. Of course, you can always modify these to your liking if you want to do single leg calf raises or whatever, but this is just a structure that you can follow if you want to make sure you're getting a proper full workout. Now, just because an exercise is quote unquote easy doesn't mean it's not effective, and that is the misconception that I think social media perpetuates, and people that are seeing all these extreme hard workouts is like, oh, well, no need for me to go back to the simplified modification. Not correct at all. That is not correct. You're still giving your body the amount of resistance. Let's say I already wore myself out doing full form push-ups. Now, if I could go up to a simpler modification and get more now, and I wasn't able to do them on the floor, the full form, but I'm still getting this, does that mean I'm doing it? Does that evidently mean I'm doing more work? It does. I am doing more work. If I was only doing it on the floor, it's like, if I'm not doing it the hard way, I'm not doing it at all. That's not correct. So as you see, I went from the inverted row, the push-up, and right over to the dips, targeting everything. This is like a full body. I think this took me about a little over an hour to go through. I think the thing that took the most time was the burpee muscle up, I believe. And then after, I ended up sitting on the bench for like 10 minutes. I'm not going to lie to you guys. And as you see here, the deadlifts, that is it right there. As you see. And don't think, once again, you don't always have to go heavy. We're so used to seeing everyone's highlights that we think if we're doing things that don't look extreme, then there's no purpose in doing them. Not the truth. Erase that from your mind, because it's not true. Doing percentages of your rep maximum is highly effective. If not, in order to get to that one rep maximum, you can't just train your one rep maximum. You have to build up to those things. So doing training like this is a clear a clear and definite way to allow you to get there. So ending off with that, a little bit too much lean back, Irvin, but look, we'll give it to you just a little bit. You're supposed to be firing the glutes, not pushing your back like that. And then we end with these right here, long jumps, splits. There we go. Long jump and then alternate to the other side. There we go. Usually I start the exercise, the routine with explosive movements, but I do like to challenge myself a little bit and incorporate those things at the end. And clearly, as you can see, I'm still able to do it. Take a little breather. This one will gas you out too. So it's a long jump and then a split squat, split lunge jump. What's that actually called? A split jump? Yeah, then walking lunges back. This one right here. Whew! This is good. This is good. So each of these exercises that I showed, you can literally do these on their own, and you're gonna get a good workout. I promise you, you'll get a good workout. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video.